headlines. Most are still asleep, and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Hey, good afternoon, my dear friends and family. I'm your host of the 509 Divine Pods podcast, Joseph Daniel Pena. Today, I just got some news for you. I'ma just keep it quick and short. I got some things to do. I start work tomorrow morning, so hey, I'm just trying to relax and enjoy my night and feed you guys some enlightening information. First and foremost, go check my sponsors out over at boomerboost.com. and use coupon code JOE30 for your best supplements, nutrients, vitamins, and proprietary blends. Everything you need, man. All organic, all natural. They're fire. I've been taking them for a few years, and they've literally elevated my whole existence to a new level, new platform, new energy rate. Everything is going amazing. I'm honest. You know, I'm always honest. That's just the way it is with these guys. These guys are amazing. No other way to say it. Go check them out. Thank me later. And go check out TweedleFarms.com and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 20% off your order of hemp concentrates, CBD topicals, tinctures, and anything you need that's hemp related. They got all types of flavors, cannabinoids, they got terpenes, full spectrum stuff, just everything, right? These guys don't miss a beat. They got their own vapes too. Literally, they stay up to date, and they're right here in the West Coast. You know, West Coast got the best smoke. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the news. Estimated $3 billion gold deposit found in go ahead and watch the clip. So, $3 billion gold mine. You know what's funny? I was actually just thinking recently, like, I should go hunt for gems and gold and all this stuff in my state. I was told last year about some gold locations, and wow, you know, I bet if I actually use my intuition on this, I'm sure I'll find something. And I think that's the goal. Yes, sir. All right. Next up, Yahoo to lay off about 20% of staff by the end of the year. This is just the ongoing repeat. Disney is laying off 7,000 employees. Yahoo is laying off 10%, 20%. Zoom is laying off a 10%. All these big companies are laying off their employees with the help of AI and them failing. We're not going to get into it. We're just going to discuss that. Now, here is an article showing Elon Musk doesn't want his satellites used by Ukraine. I'll pull it back up. Elon Musk is a powerful figure when it comes to the military industrial complex. He's fighting against them, he's working for them, he's taking their money, he's running games on them. They're trying to bully him, he doesn't want it. And so, article just came up. Here it is from the New York Times just today, actually. Elon Musk doesn't want his satellite to run Ukraine drones. The comments are angering leaders in Kyiv, which Kyiv is actually the old Russian capital. All right, well, you heard that. You know, remember it was last year that he actually cut funding to the military for Starlink. He said, hey, you guys want Starlink over there in Ukraine? You guys pay for it. So now he's pissed off because the Department of Defense is doing their own thing with it. And, you know, rightfully so. They're killing people. Nah, that's a whole other story. We're not going to get into that. That's too much for YouTube. Scientists create vagina on a chip. What to know? Women's health has not received the attention it normally deserves. They see the chip as a way to facilitate vaginal health research and open the door to new vital treatments. By now, you may have heard organs on a chip, the tiny device about the size of a flash drive that are designed to mimic the biological activity of human organs. These glass chips contain living human cells within grooves that allow the passage of fluid to either maintain or disrupt the cell's function. So far, Ingber and his team at the WIS Institute have developed more than 15 organ chip models, including chips that mimic the lung, intestine, kidney, and bone marrow. The idea to develop a vagina chip grew out of research funded by the Gates Foundation. Wow! So Bill Gates is behind the vagina chip. Would you guess that? Jesus Christ, this guy's behind everything. Funded by the Gates Foundation on a childhood disease called environmental enteric dysfunction, an intestinal disease most commonly found in low-resource nations that is second leading cause of death in children under 5. That's when Inberg discovered how much the child's microbiome influences this disease. I've been saying the microbiome is one of the most important things in the world. So, yeah, now people can agree. Interesting, right? Stemming from that work, the Gates Foundation turned its attention to newborn health, in particular, the impact of bacterial vaginosis. Jesus, these guys just want to study the vag, huh? Because they can't get any. And bacterial vaginosis is an imbalance in the vagina's bacterial makeup. So, what the fuck? They're studying this on 5-year-olds? Oh my god. Bacterial vaginosis occurs in 1 in 4 women worldwide and has been linked to premature birth as well as HIV, HPV persistence, and cervical cancer. They established the Vaginal Microbiome Research Consortium, and the foundation asked Imber to engineer an organ chip that mimicked the vagina's microbiome. The goal was to test live biotherapeutic products. or living microbes like probiotics that might restore the vagina's microbiome to health. Well, I'll be honest. You got to make sure that your woman's coochie is healthy, I guess. And Bill Gates, I mean, Bill Gates is trying to do something good. We don't. No, none of us, like women or men, don't ever want to experience, women with bad vaginal health. That's just actually something cool, I guess. I actually seen this article right before the show popped up, and I thought it would be funny to add. I did not know Bill Gates was behind this, though. That's just hilarious, man. All right, we're gonna go forward. From the Daily Mail, Beijing busted. U.S. intelligence confirms Chinese spy balloon was part of global surveillance operation to collect worldwide information on military sites. Oh. So I have another article from Twitter. It's just a quick video here afterwards that kind of actually plays along. You'll see it. It's green lasers, and it's over Hawaii. So I'll play that video here in a little bit. They say the satellite balloons were to discover military capabilities, and we're at least in 12 different countries across 5 continents. Remember, one of them South America. Wow. So they're not just targeting us, they're targeting the rest of the world. And we should not just feel alone. They just want to flex their manpower. Now, continuing forward, banks under pressure from U.S. authorities to cut ties with crypto firms. So pull all your shit out of crypto. It got, it got freaking taken over and got hijacked and rigged. There was a time when crypto helped people get rich. And now you just have to know what you're doing. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a violation against us. You see all these crypto firms saying that they robbed, they lost funds, all this crap. And now banks are finally waking up. They're like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't associate with it. I'm not saying that crypto is like 100% bad, but when you have such a private market, it is allow doorways for corruption to enter. And so that's what's happened. A lot of corruption has entered the crypto, and people are just being straight up jacked out of their money. Like I said, though, there is good crypto. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to take notes. It's a really tricky game. You can get rich if you're freaking on point. Just like the stock market, if you buy freaking stocks. That's a whole nother talk for a day. Not today. Next up, Elon Musk's brain chip startup is being investigated over potentially moving hazardous pathogens after monkey tests. The Department of Transportation is investigating whether Neuralink transported hazardous pathogens. Whoa, what if it was those 100 monkeys? They all had pathogens in their brain, and then they spilled out. Remember that in New York? I think it was New York, right? Activists allege Neuralink had not properly transported brain chips from monkey test subjects. The animal rights group has criticized Neuralink in the past over its use of monkeys. A lot of the monkeys died and started having problems. They were very, very bad with their health. These guys treated them horrible. I want to say Tesla, but Neuralink, the Neuralink company. A Department of Transportation spokesperson confirmed to Insider that the agency was looking into the issue on Thursday after an animal rights group had sent a letter to the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, Reuters was the first to report the probe. We have received a request from the Physicians Committee for the Responsible Medicine, and we take these allegations very seriously, the spokesperson said. We are conducting an investigation to ensure that Neuralink is fully compliant with federal regulations and keeping their workers and the public health publicly protected from dangerous pathogens. The group, the Physicians Committee of Responsible Medicine, said in a press release Thursday that it had emails and other records that pointed to the possibility that the company had not properly packaged the brain implants from its test subjects ahead of transportation in compliance with federal hazmat law. So that would be something that I kind of delved into with the military hazmat situation and this crazy law of chemicals, and you can't really do this and that, can't just transport the world's dangerous viruses and pathogens over to another town without properly securing them. Or should you be transporting them to a whole nother country that has communistic type of ideologies and doing gain of function research in a bat lab? But whatever, that's what they do. PCRM said the documents show that pathogens like antibiotic resistance staphylococcus and Klebsiella, as well as herpes B virus, had potentially been transported in 2019 without meeting Department of Transportation guidelines, including proper sanitation and packaging. Fuck. That's intense. Elon Musk is dirty. PCRM cited an alleged email from 2019 in which a UC Davis employee said they were concerned for human safety at the site due to the risk of contaminated material. The group said that the contaminated hardware would cause issues in humans, including blood infections, pneumonia, and meningitis. So right around the same time as COVID, how crazy. The documents are from when Neuralink was working with the University of California, Davis. The partnership ended in 2020, but PCRM told Reuters that Musk Company still employs many of the same staff, including the neurosurgeon in charge of the experiments of the animal test subjects. Last year, Insider reported that the group that had sued UC Davis had filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Agriculture over Neuralink's treatment of its monkeys, saying that they were showing that the monkeys experienced extreme suffering as a result of inadequate animal care and the highly invasive experimental head implants during the experiments. Yeah, they were making monkeys go crazy and wanted to kill themselves. I think that's what happened. These monkeys were committing suicide. They had a coin-sized device designed to be implanted in the brain via a surgical robot. Fuck, so they're having a robot. They held monkeys down to a robot, and then they cut open their skull and implanted a coin-sized chip that helped them adapt to a computer and play a game. Whoa. And not only that, these monkeys were getting viruses, and Elon Musk was, let's just say, unsafely shipping them out. And he is all your guys' hero? Oh, Lord, he's the left's hero. No, the right's hero. He's the far right's hero. I'm not even a far right person. And, I see his craziness because I'm not a far right person. So, he's definitely not a good guy. And this is definitely sick. Once you start hurting animals, man, it's over. You're done. And once you start people like this, remember Podesta and his artwork here on the right, you see this carried like a satanic worship type of symbolism. And, well, isn't that familiar on the left side? That's Martin Luther King, isn't it? Isn't it the Martin Luther King or Malcolm X? What is it? The memorial that just got put up. The so ridiculous memorial that everyone's like, what the fuck is this? The MLK statue, Martin Luther King, right? It is actually Podesta freaking art. You guys, everyone was wondering. Everyone just didn't know. They're like, what is this shit? This shit isn't MLK. Well, yeah, it isn't MLK. It is Podesta. It's a satanic worship. They're putting this shit right in front of you, and nobody's looking. Nobody is finding it. But we need to be aware, guys. These dudes are trying to put black magic on us. Oh, speaking of black magic, let's check this out. Remember, you guys seen Jay-Z over at the LeBron game, right? Now, what most people didn't see is that when he shook the hand of LeBron, and just for everybody to know, he's just, he's saying it's the revelation of the method. It's him coming out to the masses and, telling people, hey, we work with black magic. Right here, look at this. Check it out. LeBron James scores his 38,388th point, breaking a 38-year-old record on the 38th day of the year. LeBron is 38 years old. And all these fucking symbologies, right? All these symbols, all these gematria patterns. So crazy. Why would Jay-Z be wearing that? This is black magic. He actually looks happy. A lot of the other times, he looks sad and that's exactly who he is, not me. I don't do that. I'm all about white magic if that's the way anybody wants to say it. No black magic for me. Now, yeah, Jay-Z actually looks happy. He's like, he's feeling in his element. He's feeling comfortable. What a sick effing dude. Now, next up, Ghetto Bedroom Records. You said, I wonder what type of planet the movie Apes on. Probably Earth. Next up, look at this. I just want to go ahead and, show you some ancient artwork. Look at this. This is what we used to draw. And now people are taking pictures of bananas, rotten bananas, in a museum saying, this is art for 1 million. And maybe like squiggly lines and Podesta's art and Epstein's art and Hunter Biden's art. All that crap, all that demonic possession shit is labeled art. While this, it's been destroyed over hundreds and thousands of years. The raiders, the tribalistic, terroristic type of tribes and cults that have been, raiding temples and burning and pillaging. Yes, it's pretty much the same Babylonian Empire destroying all of our light. Some would say that this is part of the Atlantean, Palladian culture. The religion of light, like the old true religion of love and positivity and Christ and all that stuff before disrupted, destroyed, and look at this. This is amazing. This would take someone these days their whole life. For them, it just took maybe a decade. Maybe. These dudes were talented. They had beauty in their soul, glory in their eyes, grace in their steps. Yes, I love this. I would get this tattooed on my back. Hey, you know what you guys notice is that there's these 3 panels, just like the Last Supper in the background. You see there's those 3 open gateways, 3 open windows, which are actually the same 3 open windows of every pyramid complex. If you look at the plateau that's underneath the pyramids, most of them have this opening to a secret room. This would make a lot of sense now if I'm looking at it from these ancient technologies. What they're referencing is that there's the heavens above because they are doing some very cool secret geometry mixed with stone work. When you put stones in a certain pattern, you can create energy patterns and you can create energy, and the pyramids being a stargate. They're creating stargate like structures and being able to access the heavens through their own pyramids, through their own internal energy. The energies of the architecture is a technology. Yeah, it's very, very high level stuff, but it's you look at the Bosnian pyramid. I say this all the time. You look at the Bosnian pyramid, that can still heal you. And not everything is perfect these days, but there is technology of the old ancient engine that still lives. And next up, hey, remember guys, like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your boss at work, tell your lunch person, whoever you get lunch at. If you go to a local store, tell them, be like, hey man, check out this podcast. Yeah. All right, moving forward. Disclosed TV. German investigators have found no evidence that Russia is behind the Nord 1 and 2 gas pipelines. Remember, I posted the Nord Stream theory video about 6 months ago, so go check that out. And I told you everything you needed to know. And now it's just being cemented as what us conspiracy theorists were saying the whole time. Germany is not part of this. Neither took damage from America. And this is interesting. Just to show you our ancient cultures took other entities very realistic in true way. A reptilian statue dedicated to an ancient reptilian god named Morop is in Peru. Morop is known as the deity of the underlife. That's an interesting thing. I mean, that definitely looks like a rocker. It's like Death Claw from Fallout. I wonder if that's the same thing. I wonder if it is, because when I played Fallout, the video game series, I definitely thought that the Death Claws were reptilian, like. Very the picture. It looks just like a dinosaur. Well, when a dinosaurs looks like that, so these dudes were able to control snakes and stuff. Kind of makes me wonder about Medusa. Was Medusa a reptilian? All right, guys. So here's a from Anderson. Just wanted to go ahead and spread this along. So supposedly, and in his own words, Randall Carlson is working on some free energy technology for the masses, or something along it. Here. So over the week from January 21 to January 28th, Randall podcast co-host Brad Young, along with George Howard of the Cosmic Tusk website and the Comet research team, and MSART technology, inventor Malcolm Bendall embarked on a road trip from Georgia to Texas. An extended interview was recorded with Joe Rogan regarding the plasma technology system invented by Malcolm Bendall. However, due to the controversial nature of some of these topics discussed, Joe has decided to postpone for now. Randall will provide more information, specifics at the appropriate time. Suffice to say that now that with many researchers into the groundbreaking energy systems from Nikola Tesla to Victor Schauberger, Wilhelm Reich, Robert Oppenheimer, and too many others, resistance to innovation has taken multiple forms. Consider the response and the personal attacks upon Graham Hancock to better appreciate the kinds of response that will establish interest that will engage in suppressing ideas they don't like. But in spite of the resistance, large-scale implementation of the technology is moving ahead, and there will be more to report on that front soon. All right, you heard it. So a lot of push to Carlson and Graham Hancock. You definitely can tell that the mainstream don't like them, and it's probably not just for the archaeology. It's probably because of them also uncovering some ancient technology or new technology. Who knows? We will see and we will find out. I'll stay up to date on that. Now, for a minute, we're just gonna run through some. First is from the Higher Side Chats podcast. This was a forum. I guess this forum host, this website host, Ice Age Farmer, aka Christian Westbrook, was the real deal. In addition to his research and guidance on prepping and homesteading, he was greatly escalating his coverage of the global attacks on the food supply, especially meat and eggs. He had been posting something almost daily on his main Telegram channel, but his last post was November 8th last year. Admins of his Telegram channel insisted that he was fine and he was too busy to post. Christian doesn't owe anyone a damn thing. And they said he would speak at an event on January 18th, but canceled at the last minute. They still insisted he was fine. A few days later, they stopped all comments on his main channel. But they do not allow discussion of Christian going dark. Now, oh man, this is interesting. I mean, Andrew Dawson, he was talking about the craziness of the Giants, and then, he posted a like, I wouldn't say going dark video, but he posted a video. Oh yeah, it's trying to make some explanation, and then bam, he disappeared. I would imagine that some of these counties out there, they don't like it, and they'll go to the furthest lengths to try to but that's not everywhere. That's probably only like 2% of the world. I'll be honest. You see way more of the world standing up and staying very active and staying very consistent with the same general method of fighting the system free. And we don't really ever really go dark. Like me, I make sure to stay posting, that way everybody knows, like, hey, I'm not going dark. I'm not like hiding, or I'm not taking out. If I ever do stop posting, yeah, check in on me, man, because that's one of the reasons I stay very active. But also, it's because I feel pretty safe. I've never been harassed down here. And my area, let's just say a Mexican place that has so much UFO stories, Bigfoot stories, witchcraft stories, and all sorts of shit. They're pretty open-minded, but they just don't like they're not everybody's 100% about it, but people are open-minded. Let's just say that. Continue forward. More Twitter news, like articles right here. I just collected the things that I've reposted. So, Thailand to ban Pfizer after the Thai princess falls into a coma during booster jab. And so, they don't play. Next up, the alleged Chinese spy balloon was likely capable of listening in on Americans' communications and pinpointing the location of those conversing on the ground. Ooh, told you. Next up, that Chinese stuff. I kind of knew that they were just checking in on us, spying. Now, this is to add on to Turkey. So look, this was one night, I'm guessing, before the earthquake. It says, strange sky before earthquake night. Oh, this must have been the night before the earthquake, guys. Check it out. Yo, what does that look like to you? Drop in the comments. What does that look like? To me, that looks like one of these crazy Black Ops projects that cost like trillions of dollars. These airplanes that can go and fly at supersonic speeds, but also create disturbances in the atmosphere of the world. Wow, that was intense. Why would they let Andrew and Dawson do the I'm scared video? They didn't let him. People have their own freedom. They're not controlling every single move, you know? Unless you're in the Illuminati like Britney Spears, then they're controlling every single move. But like, you know, you know. And now this is just a quick picture. They lied about tobacco, mercury, opioids, aluminum, talcum, sweeteners, saturated fats, GMOs, glyphosate, fluoride, cholesterol, raw milk. But you think now they're effective? But that's another topic for another day. Let's move forward. Report investigation has found that Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson's foundation has spent just 25 cents of every dollar on charitable activities in 2020 and 2021. The foundation has raised millions, but only a quarter of it goes to charity. Yeah, you can look at his face. That looks like the face of a liar. And dang, man, I thought Sierra was better, but no, that's the face of a witch. You can't. Her eyes and her soul don't even match. Like she's soulless. Both of them are completely soulless, being possessed and hijacked for nefarious gains. But that's them. That's what they want to do. Russell Wilson wants to act like a bitch. This is why everybody hated him, because this fool is a bitch. Wow. You know what, man? If you're gonna steal kids' foundations, just get the out of this country. We have enough people abusing and taking advantage of the kids. That's just That's just sick. If I were all y'all, I would throw away that Russell Wilson jersey. This dude is ass. He's like Brett Favre stealing from the Brett Favre stole from the fucking Mississippi welfare payment pool, man. So he stole from the poorest states, poorest people, and took their money. This is what Broncos is. This is what Russell Wilson is nearly doing. Not necessarily the poorest people in the poorest state, but he's targeting the youngest people, kids, Children's Foundation, people that can't even defend themselves. Yeah, that's why he's never really smiling either. He's like, yo, he's all probably high on pills and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh man, no wonder he sucks too. Yeah, trash Russell Wilson and get him out of the league. Next up, now you see what that turkey video, see that turkey video, right, that I just showed you, the waves in the sky. They could also be caused by this HARP weapon right here. This microwave HARP weapon that can penetrate the earth and potentially cause earthquakes. Look at this big thing, of course. It's just now they need to figure out how to put one of these in the sky. That's their problem. They can't do that so easy. But they have other stuff to do. Yeah. I mean, they could point this at a direction above the atmosphere. See, if the earth was flat, then they could just point this anywhere and cause earthquakes. Maybe they do. But those, it's just a cool way to see things now. You finally seen the HARP weapon. People have been talking about the HARP weapon. Now you see it. And to dial it back to the Chinese satellite balloon, like I had mentioned earlier, to stay on the topic of this advanced warfare, though, look, this is what the Chinese does. It reportedly shoots walls of mysterious green lasers down to Earth. This was spotted over Hawaii. I think I had seen a video like this. So, the report says the Chinese is taking satellite imagery of military bases and checking for information and just trying to collect data. That is exactly what this is doing. You see all that? See all those green lasers? Boom, boom, boom. Look at those. Those are just gathering data. Yes, they're doing it illegally for nefarious reasons, and that's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, that HARP weapon is gigantic, man. Freaking A, bro. These boys are trying to kill us out there. Ain't nobody gonna have the weapon prosper against us. Because, look, the army of light is ready. I found this picture years ago, and I just find this so fascinating. Look at this. For all the hundreds of possessed and tormented souls across humanity's, we see a lot of people on earth, but that won't stop the millions of angels above us protecting us. These guys got us. Believe in it. There are helpers. Believe in it. Amen to that. So, next up, just in Twitter has been restricted in Turkey. Yeah, you heard it. You know why? Because all of those videos being posted all over Twitter about the Turkey HARP, the clouds, all that. I mean, Hey, sometimes some of these countries, they really hate when the truth is coming out, or maybe the truth is coming out so much that Twitter just kind of crashed, and they're just saying it's restricted. But if they're saying it's restricted, then it's for not good reasons. Next up, the European Union, or EU, revokes Impossible Foods patent. Fake meat fake meat maker also faces patent challenges in the US. Fake meat products are manufactured with GMO yeast derived from soy globin, which may not be safe to eat. Wow. Yeah, so that's horrible. They also have accusations of patent infringement. So they're also stealing. They're fakers and they're poisoning you. Yeah, I wouldn't trust any of these things, these impossible meats anymore. Just stick to real meat, man. They did this for a reason, guys. They literally made everybody think that the protein from humans or meat is not necessary when it is, because aren't the we aren't the humans that didn't abstain from meat, or we aren't the humans that abstain from meat. Like all of our ancestors ate meat, and in our DNA, it's required. So the UK government is currently deregulating a subclass of GMOs that it claims has arisen through traditional processes. So they're cleaning up and they're changing things, and they're also, making it easier for some people. But in general, they just don't want this impossible meat. They are making some laws easier for GMO developers to get by, but this is past a GMO aspect. You could GMO a natural tomato, but not make it poisonous, right? So there's good sides of GMOs, uh, but there's also destructive fake stuff. Like it's a tricky thing. You really have to understand what is happening at a biological, chemical, radiological, nuclear level, like I have. I mean, I'm just fortunate to be trained in those departments with the National Guard, military, the Army National Guards, reserves. It's amazing to have the understanding of how these things are separated, and that's why I'm giving it back to you guys, because the knowledge was given to me, so I'm giving it back, and we are moving forward. Now, another amazing picture. Look at this. So, what this picture is that you see on top of this ancient pillar, whatever this thing is, this gate is door castle. Remember how in a lot of the ancient archaeology sites, stories, pictures, and so forth, we see remnants of giant buildings. And we know a lot of these buildings actually had buildings on top of the building. So, like, these giant pillars, but no, even on top of that, there were houses, there were, temples, fortresses. And we can see that from this painting back in the day, they took that very serious. I guess before, the mud flood, the Great Reset, the Archon invasion, the Fallen Angel invasion, something happened within the last 1,000, 2,000 years that took away 10,000 years worth of history in a blink of an eye. It's a beautiful picture because it shows you a time that was not too long ago, and the peace of nature that they lived in. Look at that, just green. I mean, yes, we still got some green, but a lot of the world is being destroyed. This shit would be hated. People would go invade there, try to bomb it. But I mean, there's still amazing architecture around the world. There's still amazing, beautiful places. But you get what I mean. This is just something that's not found these days. Moving forward, Germany government bombshell saying alarming number of vaccinated are developing AIDS. Remember when I was telling you about 2 years ago? So me and Alex Jones, not just like not I'm not saying I work with Alex Jones, but I got the information from Alex Jones, and I also got the information from a lot of other conspiracy sites about how foreign nations were running tests on COVID and COVID vaccine and everything around it. The boosters, all this stuff, and they were showing that AIDS and HIV and HPV were in the vaccines. And it's crazy. It's just wild. And so look at this. The German government has admitted an alarming number of AIDS-like symptoms. No other way to say it. Wild. We are moving forward. Look at this. Chicken egg yolk antibodies block the binding of multiple SARS-CoV-2 spike protein variants in PubMed, the NCBI. So, yeah, you see that. Why do you think they want to ban eggs? Yeah, says enough, huh? Now check this out. Ancient crypt found on the Vatican floor. We are going to read this news article. Ancient crypt found under Vatican floor. Workers uncover tomb in rebuilding church. Monument believed to be relic of pagan Rome. An ancient and probably pagan crypt was discovered yesterday under an old floor in the church of Saint Stephen of the Abyssinians. 3 marble steps leading to. So, just real quick, I always see the name Stephen involved with the darker side of the occult. So, if you know what I'm saying is that the occult loves the name Stephen. It's just one of their names that they always use. It must be part of something. So the steps were leading to a crypt that were uncovered in excavation work. Their presence under the old floor was taken as evidence that the crypt antedates the church, which was built in the 8th century. The capital of a Roman column was also found nearby, leading to belief that the crypt was pagan. If it was, it would be the first pagan monument found in this part of the Vatican City. The entrance to the crypt was covered with earth, and Vatican authorities ordered the excavation temporarily suspended to permit, with more careful investigation needing. The excavation was undertaken to restore and reinforce the old floor of the church, which was covered over centuries ago. So pretty much what we could see is that back then the Vatican authorities were like, all right, we got it from here. We're gonna suspend the excavation, the normal excavation workers, and they're gonna be like, we got it on our own. Interesting. Next up, look at this robot NASA is helping build. Aptronics of Apollo. Now, the robotics is one of the many. It's just part of the program that they like. This seemingly wanting to replace humans more and more. Nah, this won't really replace humans, but they'll replace some jobs. Let's just say that more specifically. Next up, ship 100-year-old float castle found to contain thrilling hole. This is perhaps the most thrilling haul of spices from a shipwreck because of its age, quality of the plant's remains, exotic, expensive spices, and the remarkable state of the preservation. So there's a huge spice discovery, and a lot of them are actually still maybe. Wow. It says it's a well-preserved example of the enabling technologies that led to the European domination of the planet after 1492. So that's interesting they use those terms. European domination. It's almost like the Europeans were part of the destruction of the planet. Not like the poor Europeans. I'm talking about the elite Europeans. Very fascinating. This is cool. So there still is a lot to be discovered. People think that we cannot discover something new, but oh my God, no. Look, we're barely like a centimeter into the dirt and into the mud of discovering all of Earth and what's going on. Like this 1.2 million year old obsidian axis found in Ethiopia. According to the Vice report, some 575 hand axes made of obsidian have been discovered at the site of Melka Kuntur, which is located in Ethiopia's Awash River Valley, by a team of researchers led by Margherita Mussi at the Sapienza University of Rome. The tools have been dated to 1.2 million years ago, pushing back the use of obsidian tools by 500,000 years. Hominins are thought to have collected cobbles of volcanic glass from the Awash River to make the tools. Mussi explained, analysis of the collection of axes also suggests that the hominins crafted sanitized tools in a dedicated workshop area, indicating planned activity, she concluded, to read about 9,000-year-old obsidian tools found in Lake Huron. That's pretty sweet, man. Obsidian was used by the rich, so wherever that discovery is, they should also take mention that whoever had obsidian axes were probably of higher class, or who had richer pockets, or who had a higher understanding of the wealth behind the material, maybe, or they were just lucky. Now, this is amazing. Check this out. Rare archaeological find: the complete Bible of the Dead, found in the desert of Saqqara. Recently, archaeologists announced the discovery of 4 untouched and sealed tombs and a mummy over 4,000 years old in the necropolis of Saqqara near Cairo. Saqqara, the necropolis of Memphis, the ancient capital of Egypt, is known for this famous pyramid of the pharaoh Djoser, and also includes the famous pyramids of Giza. Among the priceless archaeological finds was a 16-meter intact papyrus containing excerpts from the Bible of the Dead. The papyrus, which is 2,000 years old, was found in the sarcophagus of a tomb of the pyramid of Djoser. Ooh! So this is the first discovery of complete papyrus in 100 years. They consider the discovery important because the hieroglyphs should give them even more insight into the burial customs of the Egyptian culture. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a flash. So I'm going to finish up a couple news pieces when I get back. All right. See you in a quick minute.
Not new, what I do. I've been at it for a minute, pursuing, doing the damage new. I would do Everything that I said I would do, I gotta have it. So goddamn it, I'ma be everything I plan to be. Glad to see money coming my way, believe I'll achieve anything I put my mind to, or at least I try to. I'm avoiding my doom, manifesting my room. Meditate to ease the flow. Third eye open, see the golden energy. It can enter me, get me to feeling full. Forget my enemies, dead to me, yeah, I proceed to go to a new dimension. Gotta mention it's inside a soul. Go inside, fuck the outside. Never tell lies, show pride for belief. Gotta keep the range wide, so instead I just write another hit. Getting fried, rolling up, smoke another blunt for the good times. Bad times makes for the good rhymes, so it never matters. I just learned, no, I can't hide. Thank God for every second was birthed with the mind of an ancient soul who's just waiting for the next sign. I'm always watching, vision like a hawk, have 'em flocking. When I drop it, I'm talking, have 'em knocking. The knowledge that I'm dropping, I'm coming out the noggin, I'm logged in. That's the intuition, nothing wrong with doing what you feel is right. Everybody got this. Usually feel it in the night when I'm dropping knowledge. Never even needed any college, abolish people telling people what they want. I do not wish control over anybody, do it for the profit. That's the reason that they push it, do it from the cockpit. Cause they got the money, want the money on the mob shit. On the mob shit, but I know they ain't gon' make it, shit is poppin'. At the end of time, new age topics. Revolutionary crusade cross, here we go to a new space. Yeah, we enter in a new place. Louis V on my shoelace, rolling with the blue face. Yeah, I'm wondering what you chase. Just another dude caught up in the rat race. Moving my pace, lot of people looking at me sideways. I chase future preparations, gotta go through my phase till I feel ready to rearrange it. Happen on a daily basis, tripping oasis. When so many people that I can see through their faces and touch, so I'm reading minds, feel like I'm evasive, persuasive. Cause I feel the vibe, manipulation, I'm patient. Yeah, I feel the vibe, then work to change it. Manifest. Gonna go far, that's what we on the run for, go hard. Sipping gin while we sitting, spitting those bars. Getting rich, got a vision, get the show cards. Lot of money laying around cause we go hard, always go hard. Spitting fire, see the sonar, hope they resonate with the vibe. Feel like Mozart, really I'm alive in my soul, feel like Mozart. That's what hoes are, too explosive so I show art. Yeah, I make art, sad to see people with no heart. I work to replace all of the negative, I go far with it. I'ma show all of these bitches, no complaining if you with it. Don't you dream me, see the vision, need my energy, the mission. Really take all my precision. Every single day I picture where I'll be the day we get it. Feed the brothers, feed the fam. I don't really give a damn, I don't wanna get famous. I wanna lend a hand, give the cash and rubber bands to the people always standing on my side, always down the ride. Say I planned it, I'm the guy, like the supersized on the planet. In my mind, I don't gotta try, I already have it. I'll be doing damage, I was born a savage. In my mind, I already died, living lavish. Heaven is a state of mind, be glad if you have it. Living in a simulation, be patient to grab it. Universe will bring it to you if you ain't it.
All right, we are back. Hey, thank you for following me through this journey. I want you guys to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Drop it in your Discord. Drop this in your Telegram, on your Twitter, your Facebook. I need all the help from the algorithms through you. Meaning, the algorithms don't like me, but you do. And if you spread the message, hey, man, they cannot stop this. And hey, Chad Smith, thank you for dropping in, bud. And also Bedroom Records. Yes, the Bible of the Dead. Yes, sir. That is it's the Book of the Dead. It's what Jesus supposedly read, and part of his understandings and teachings reference a lot of that. And it's just very interesting. The Egyptians, they weren't all evil. The old Egyptians before, like, all right, the story goes back like 50,000 years, 100,000, maybe, somewhere between now and 100,000 years. Like, a lot of these stories take place, and a lot of these cultures got mixed up, between good societies, bad societies. Just like America. So check this out from Neoscope. Scientists working on a third arm you can control using your brain. Unused neural signals from the brain could hold the key. A third eye, ask? How about a third arm? As detailed by researchers in a fascinating new piece for IEEE Spectrum. Roboticists are endeavoring to perfect the technology that would control an extra robotic hand, ranging from a supplementary limb to a full-blown exosuit, all controlled with your mind. It's called movement augmentation, and the key to achieving it, they say, may lie with unused bandwidth in neural signals. This could provide a new degree of freedom without involving other parts of your body to control it, such as using your hands on a joystick to maneuver a robotic limb. Instead, you can control it with your mind, in theory, like Dr. Octopus would from Spider-Man. One promising approach involves invasive brain implants called brain-machine interfaces. So if we've seen early in this program about Elon Musk and his Neuralink and how it made these monkeys go crazy, it gave them viruses. I'll pass on this brain-machine interface. So nah, I'm good. I hope none of you guys get into those type of things. No brain chips for my viewers at home. That's just the best thing for you if you want your health, if you want your spirit, and if you don't want to go ahead and have these destructive physical ailments. Yeah, stay away from the brain implants and transhumanism. Yeah, no transhumanism around here, all right? Another promising breakthrough has come through electromyography, which detects electrical signals sent by hundreds of spinal neurons that are received by skeletal muscles. To translate these signals, they created a training model that receives signals by the user performing small muscle contractions. The model then determines what pulses of motor neurons, nerve cells that deliver signals that tell a muscle to move, compromise the EMG signals. Some heavy-duty computation laser and the training module analyzes the relationship between the motor neuron pulses and the EMG signals, essentially translating the relationship into a mathematically compatible form. From there, the decoding module now knows how to read a motor neuron activity in new EMG signals produced by the same user, and it could do this in real time as fast as a few milliseconds, allowing what is in effect mind control of a robotic augmentation. Nevertheless, that alone doesn't necessarily free up your muscles' direct involvement with controlling a robotic limb. The researchers soon discovered, however, that higher frequencies in motor neurons appeared to be essentially unused, and only lower frequencies appeared to be responsible for actual muscle control. So in a follow-up experiment, the researchers placed electrodes over a user's tibials in anterior muscle in the shin, which is responsible for contracting the foot. Once again, they directed users to perform small contractions, and the researchers separated the resulting frequencies in the neurons into one low band and another high band. And cleverly linked these discrete bands to horizontal and vertical cursor movement. This is where the user's resourcefulness came into play. There wasn't exactly an easy explanation how to control a cursor with your mind through signals detected in your shins, but remarkably, in the researcher's own words, the user quickly found out how to move the cursor beyond the screen in the directions they took. So this is interesting. They're going to do this for all sorts of body parts, and they're just going to have people controlling computers with their brain. So look, there's a lot of research being done on the brain. This is another article I found. SciTech Daily says tuning into brainwave rhythm dramatically accelerated learning in adults. So what they are saying is that if you read information or speak information at the tempo of your neural pulses, it accelerates your ability to learn. So what that means is that if you read or talk at the rate at which your brain is going, then you will have an accelerated ability to learn. let's say if you're thinking very, very slow and your head is hurting, and you try to listen to something fast. Like I've done it. I've been listening to podcasts for 5 years, and let's just say 4 years ago, like for this is real for real. I was really I was getting really drunk, doing a lot of drugs, and my brain would hurt, and so my natural tempo of the neural pulses would be very slow. They would not be moving fast and healthily, no long pulses. So the tempo to my brain was slow and stagnant, right? And so I wasn't in a good position to learn. But like when I was a little bit more sober off of alcohol or whatever it was, cocaine at the time, my brain was in a way better state. The neural pulses in my brain, like I can tell I wasn't having a headache. My head wasn't pulsing. When my brain, when I have that coffee, when I drink coffee, I'm in a much higher rate for my brain, right? Like my brain is moving at a higher rate, and the neural pulses are moving at a higher rate, and then boom, you can learn super good when you're on coffee. But like, let's say in the morning you're off the coffee and you're like kind of feeling sluggish, stagnant. You're constantly like forgetting something in your brain, and so you're having to jumpstart it, or let's just say your brain is so slow, like it's moving in sludge, right? That's probably not a good time to learn. I definitely know that when I would feel my brain in sludge, I could not learn. I would put on a podcast and I just wouldn't be able to learn it. None of the information would stick. I would find myself rewinding it multiple times. But now, because I have a little bit more understanding on my brain and the way information is, and health and knowledge and all this, all of it, right? I can tell that my brain is in a much clearer state, faster state, and I'm able to actually learn more during those times. And this is what I always mention. The University of Cambridge researchers say that these techniques can help us retain neuroplasticity much later in life and advance lifelong life. Is the ability and the motion in which your brain learns. And so if your brain is in motion and learning in a very poor, bad state, ugly, chemicalized, false, artificial, destructive, flooded from drugs, toxins, alcohol, and programming, GMOs, fluoride, it's a very uncalm and very ungathered, unfocused brain and neural network, then you're not going to be able to take in information very easy. But if your brain is, very open and working, energized, electricized, what freaking it, the electricity in it, the electricity in your brain is high, and your brain is with organic foods, organic proteins, organic nutrients, and so it's supercharged up, then yeah, you'll be able to learn. So yeah, I've been saying this for a long time, and these guys are actually saying a little bit something very much in unison with what I say, that your brain is very important. How you treat your brain, what you do with your brain, how open your brain is, how much your brain works, how much those neurons work. The neurons, I talk about the neurons a lot. So they just talk about real quick, alpha waves oscillate between 8 to 12 hertz, a full cycle every 85 to 125 milliseconds. Interesting. Some participants received pulses matching the peak of their waves, some the trough, while some got rhythms that were either random or the wrong rate. Each participated over 800 variations of the cognitive tasks, and the neuroscientists measured how quickly people improved. For the people locked into the right rhythm, they learned at least 3 times faster than all other groups. Wow. So they maintained a high level performance, and it's because the electricity, the knowledge, the words, everything was in tune with their brain. Very nice. So pay attention to the way that your brain and your head feels. Your headspace is definitely one of the most important things. Your mind, your mental, your ego. And this right here is important. So next, humans will eat maggot sausages as a meat alternative, says World Economic Forum and scientists. No, I will not eat maggot sausages, and neither will my homeboys or my homegirls. None of my viewers will be eating maggot sausages. You can bet on that, you cunts. Look, who's Hannah Sparks? Why is she saying humans will eat maggot sausages? Why don't she should write this article as scientists disgustingly promote maggot sausages as meat alternative. She should say it as it is, the truth. No one is gonna eat maggot sausages. We've seen the EU just reject Impossible meat, the Impossible Burger. Why would Americans bow down to this? Or Canadians? Or Australians? No one in the world, no one in the world is falling for the fake meat. They're freaking barely falling for climate change. And I know that they're not falling for the politics, so this is just rubbish. But look, this is what they want for us, guys. That's why I say go eat some meat, go eat some eggs, go live your life. These dudes are cutting us deep. Now, see, I mentioned this earlier. Disney to lay off 7,000 workers, cut 5.5 billion worth of costs. So, guys, maybe Disney, ESPN, the Disney parks are just going downhill. I don't know, maybe not. Who knows? I mean, this, like, if they're cutting 5.5 billion, what does that actually mean? Or maybe they're getting so rich that they're replacing all of their workers with AI and robotics? I don't know. How about you guys tell me in the chat? What do you guys think? You guys think that Disney is going to just suck it up? Hello. All right, yes. Continuing forward. That is it with the news today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, go check out my sponsors over at naturalaction.com. Use coupon code 509DP-10 for 10% off your order of ironizers. They are a pretty penny, but they are worth it, man. They will get you amped up, clean your water. Put that water in your dog's food bowl or water bowl, and your dog will love it. And honestly, I see the water take way better shape and circles. Like everything looks a little bit just more the geometrical. It actually looks like it's a real pattern. It doesn't look diffused and scattered and like ugly water. And no other way to say it, man. Use coupon code 509DP-10 for 10% off your orders of 2,500 or less, or 509DP-20 for 20% off your orders of 2,500 or more. If you want a 30% coupon code, DM me and I got you. Now, also go check out eagle-research.com for your water electrolyzers, AquaCure hydrogen healing system. This is a technology that's revolutionizing the world. We have it now in malls. We have this all across physicians of holistic doctors and their place of work. It's just being popularized by us, by the natural people, the people who care for you. And use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 20% off your order of the AquaCure hydrogen healing system. And go check out pepperenvyllc.com for your fire peppers. You'll love it. Literally, just it's so amazing. There's no other way to say it. These peppers are great. Her stock is amazing. She has all these custom bits and pieces, spoons and candies, cookies, whatever. She got it. Also, guys, hey, in the link below, I got a Thread Beast coupon for you. Use it and you get $50 worth of free clothes, and so do I. Thread Beast offers premium packages starting at $60 up to 90, 150, and 250. But when you score that $250, you get a free pair of shoes ranging from Jordans, Nikes, Adidas, or any type of cool custom shoes. Let's not say custom. Apology. Cool, creative, classy shoes, and all these clothes are brand name. They're brand new. They're off the LA Boulevard for 75% off. These guys are an outlet retailer packaging box, so they're getting this at outlet price, and doing you right by retailing it in a clothing box for 75% off. I got brand name clothes. Literally, one of my pairs of pants was worth my whole box, so I paid $120 and the pants were $130. Dude, this thing is great. I mean, I literally got $400 worth of clothes for free in the next few items in the same box, because that's what they do. It's fresh. Check out the coupon code below. Yes, it's the reference Thread Beast coupon. Hey, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless, and be blessed. Be high. See you next time on 5 Divine Pirates Podcast. Remember, I am starting work pretty soon, so expect a little bit change of tempo on the episodes, but I'm still going to keep it going, and this new year will be better than last year. As you see, my production quality is just barely going up little by little by little. And so, it's going to keep going that way. That's what I do over here. My name is Jay. I smoke a lot of weed. Hey, yo. Check you next time. Be blessed. Be high.
Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught up in the loop. Got up out it cause I found the truth. Woke up to a beauty of the day, the sun is shining, so I'm finna stay sitting, soaking up all of the rays, till I feel it surging through my brain like some booger sugar. Did a lot of cane, experimented with it, couldn't name all the times I did it, feeling like a fade. Yeah, I'm really glad that I let it go, cause I gotta be prepped for the time when the plane ride is a new norm. So I know I'm gonna stay high, blaze on the ganja, feeling like I make my music go to another level while I take off. I can't ever stop this, fell in love with it, fit like a glove, so I'm never ever done with it. So now I'm about to rip another beat. Ayy, one day I'll make a million in a week. Yeah, shooting for the top spot, feel like I'm a hot shot, like I really got a chance with it. I will not flop, somebody gonna make it dance when I pop off. Gonna have all the bitches taking all the tops off. I've been feeling like I'm really gonna kill it for the rest of my life, so I've been staying focused. In my soul, I've been feeling like $1 million, so I know that everything is really getting closer. Yeah, no posers, only been hanging with the ones I've chosen. Only all the people that are living in the right way, cause they spending every day growing. Yeah, no whole shit coming in my life and then leaving in a moment. That's the shit I'll never let into my life again, cause lately I've been feeling like I'm golden. Never showboat, I just showcase on my music that I made this far. Always knew that I could be the one that would get this far. Now I'm right here looking in my mirror, trying to figure out if there's any more fear, cause I'm getting rid of it all. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it all. Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught.
Go over there. Up. No, come here. Good girl. Stay. Sit. Oh shit. Hey, peace out. I love y'all.